You have to excuse the fact that I'm always in like a t-shirt or sweatshirt because I record these videos either before or after I work out. It's just more convenient that way for me. Sorry. If you want me in a suit, let me know. Yeah, we're going to talk about the Dolton mayor, the mayor of the city of Dolton in Illinois. She is ratchet and she has well earned the title, the city girl mayor, that people like O'Shea, Duke Jackson, and others have been talking about. I believe that I first heard about her through O'Shea Duke Jackson. And even though I don't really rock with him, he puts out a lot of good and interesting info. So I'll give him that. But this lady is corrupt, and like I was saying, it's showing like a pattern right now of these black female political leaders in positions of authority abusing it. And I know some people get mad saying, oh, well, you're just attacking these black women, yada, yada, yada. But they are putting themselves in a position to be ridiculed and criticized for their behavior. Like I said, we've already talked about Fani Willis. You can check those videos out. I'll link them below. Well, the main one. The shorts were the first part of that. And then I don't want to get into Letitia James and Corey Winbush and all those others. But suffice to say, they're all having problems with corruption and stealing funds, federal funds. And this is no different with Tiffany Henyard. She's abusive to the members of the city council and trustees. She started off as a trustee herself, but ended up becoming a mayor. And ironically, when she was a trustee, she was holding the mayor accountable at the time. And now that she's a mayor, it seems she doesn't want to be held to account herself, which is, again, a common pattern to Fani Willis, who did the same thing when she ran for office as Fulton County DA in Georgia, criticizing the former DA for his inappropriate behavior. Well, it's happening again. Tiffany Henyard, if you're not a supporter of her, she will make your life a living hell in that city, because she's not only the mayor of Dolton City, she's also the township supervisor for the accompanying town that goes along with Dolton's city. And for some reason, through her corruption, she's acquired more income than the governor of Illinois, which is crazy. And again, if you don't support her, she will deny you like business licenses and stuff like that. She's had the FBI run an investigation of her for the last year or two, which is crazy. Another common thing with these black female politicians who are crooked is that they want to yell racism when they're being held accountable for their behavior, but the main people they are hurting are other black people. Look at Kamala Harris. She tried to run as a president by claiming during her legal career she was a progressive prosecutor. No, you weren't. And like I said to a friend, there's no problem if you're not a progressive prosecutor, but then don't sit there and claim that you were when you made a career out of locking black people up. I mean, the stuff that Kamala did, I don't even want to get into that. That's a whole other video. But then you have folks, like I said, like Fani Willis. She did not do stuff for black people in her capacity as a DA nor as a judge. And we see this Tiffany Henyard chick. Like, if I did not know she was a mayor, I would definitely think she's one of these little ratchet female hip-hop artists, because that's how she projects herself. You have to support Tiffany Henyard. You better contribute donations to her campaign. This lady, uh, I'm using lady loosely. She harasses her trustees, the city's trustees, for bringing up things that shouldn't need to be brought up if she didn't do it. She uses the city's budget as her personal expense account. That's crazy. Like ordering pizza. Their police department is so far in debt that their patrol cars are about to be impounded. How does your city police are so in the red that their their police cars are going to be impounded? I've never heard of that before. I didn't even know that. I didn't even know that was possible. Yet she'll, instead of having them out like actually protecting and keeping the order, she has them doing stuff like picking up her daughter from school. I know people are going to be like, oh, well, you just don't like her, yada, 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 but she didn't do anything illegal. Again, as I mentioned, there's an FBI investigation against her as we speak. They are talking to witnesses about her refusing to give them business licenses if they were on the side of the trustees that she don't like, or they don't support her, or have said anything mean about her. Then she can just withhold their business licenses, which is illegal. She's using the city budget as her personal expense account. That is illegal. So let's not just make it about personal taste, because it's not about that. I don't care whether I don't like a politician or not. It's about what they're doing for the people. And like Fannie Willis, I keep making that comparison because I think it's rather analogous in many ways. She's taking personal vacations on the city's dime, which is wrong. Where else could you get away with stuff like that, really? And then you try, and then you gaslight people for bringing it up that you're doing illegal stuff and that you are defrauding the very people you're supposed to represent, and yelling racism because of it. And yeah, this doesn't stop. Oh, and in case you guys see that, you can buy me a coffee. It's in the link. But in any case, she uses police intimidation against people that she doesn't like, or say things about her that are probably true. That's illegal. Like, you're running the police like your own mob enforcement. And again, these police are so in debt that their cars are going to be repossessed for not paying debts for a couple of years. They're that far in debt. So you're trying to use them as your personal goons, but you can't even fund the police department so that they don't lose their police cars to repossession. And people can make the claim, hey, well, you're just a Republican or a Trump supporter. First of all, I'm not a Republican. I'm an independent. Yes, I do support Trump. But hey, guess what? I voted for that dumbass Biden previously. I voted for Hillary, and I'm still just wiping the taste out of my mouth from doing that crap for what what she did to Bernie and what the DNC both times, 2016, 2020, did to Bernie. I mean, I've pretty much always voted for a Democratic president up until now. I've mended my ways, but I was for John Kerry back in the day, who they tried to market as the next JFK back in 2004. So I don't need to prove that one way or another. The thing is, when it comes to a lot of black political leaders, particularly black female political leaders, there's a lack of accountability, and they hate that. These people in these positions of authority that they abuse, they hate being held to account. Their supporters hate it even more so. And it's not about an attack on black women. It's about an attack on incompetence and the fact that it hurts other black professionals when they do stuff like this. That's my issue with it. Okay. And as I said before, above all else, I support reason. Yeah, I'm voting for Trump. That should be neither here nor there. Let's not commit the genetic fallacy when we're talking about claims that people make and using their background and stuff like that as a way to say that either their claims are true or false without looking at the merits of the very claim that they're making on its own. So that's it, guys. I know people wanted me to talk about City Girl Mayor Tiffany Henyard, and I know a lot of you are going to fill in some details that I missed. Please feel free to do so because there's so much going on with her that I tried to keep this short.